We now need to go to the annual comparison sheet. You'll see what we've done is we've copied the income statement through. Notice turnover is on row 11. If I go to the income statement and I see turnover is also on row 11. So even here, structurally, it's very useful if everything is in exactly the same place. You'll see we've got a bit of historic information. And then what we want to do now is summarize these totals. You'll notice up here I've got a 1, 2, and 3. So what I'm going to make use of is a SUMIF. So I'm going to say, and I'll use actually the function with it. So we're going to say SUMIF. I know the criteria is going to be this item up here, and I know I want to copy it across and down, so I want it to always look at row 8, so I'll put a $sign there. Where must it look for these ones? Well, I must go here into the income statement monthly total, and over here we've got a header. I'm going to highlight that entire area. We know what the criteria is, so what must it sum if it finds a 1? I must go back into income statement monthly, and it must sum the turnover. So I'm going to highlight the whole area. Very useful just to check. This is going from R5 to AZ5, I11 to AZ11. Now if we put $signs everywhere here, the problem is when we copy down, each time we're going to have to change it. So we know that we always wanted to look at from I to AZ to match that, but this 11 can actually drop as we copy it down. So I'm just going to get rid of the $signs in front of the number. When I say OK, you'll see it gives me a number 1282. Let's copy it across. Let's just make sure that this looks like it's looking in the right place. And if I've done the dollars correctly, I should now be able to just copy and paste it in, because keep in mind these are all structurally exactly the same. So over here, people cost on row 15. Guess what? On the other sheet, row 15, it's also people costs. So that will then summarize your monthly into annual very quickly. We're then asked to create some spark lines so that we can compare history with the future. So I'm going to go insert, I'm going to use a line. I'm going to tell it to look at these cells here. And when I say OK, you'll see it shows a little line of what the trend is. What's nice about spark lines is you don't have to redo this. You can now copy it. So you'll see I'm going to go turnover, gross margin, EBITDA, profit before interest and tax, profit before tax, and profit after tax. Once we've done that, you'll notice there's another division here which we've captured for you. This is just to show you how useful this can be. So now what I'm going to do is take that division, I'm going to incorporate it between our beginning and end. If I go to the income statement monthly, you'll see that would have changed. Let's check if the balance sheet's balancing. It's still balancing, which is great. It means our calculations are good. If we go to the annual comparison, these numbers have changed where it's relevant.